Welcome back to what I did this week for my music business. And can he keep it under 20 minutes for his sanity? My name is Cato of B.L.A.M.E. Society. That's Black Liberated Arts Movement and Entertainment Society. And let's get into the work. I want to talk about what made these last couple weeks so difficult. And it's going to sound so petty, y'all. I'm telling you, it's going to sound so petty. And then we need to talk about the goal we hit, excuse me. We need to talk about next steps, reminders for dates, and I saw a brief moment of Ferris's set. Number one, let's talk about why your boy has been struggling these last couple weeks and why it's so petty. I had to deal with my phone. Now, the thing about our phones are, especially as a creative, it becomes one of the largest assets to your operation. And so basically, I forgot what day, it was early August or something like that. I had to put in a claim to my phone carrier. I had plugged my phone in my car, and an error came up that there was water either in the port or debris. I've gotten this error several times before, and usually I take the charger cord off and it's fine. Plug it back in, I'm good. This time around, the error kept coming up. I was like, oh, snap. So I called them. They told me to leave it unplugged for 24 to 48 hours or something like that and to charge it wirelessly. In my house, we have one wireless charger, and I wasn't about to pay $50, $60 for another one. And ours is old. It's from like maybe 2016, and it's from IKEA, right? So it's not like specific to our devices or to the brand of our devices. It's literally a universal wireless charger. It works. It just works very slow. Okay. So basically I had to carry this charger with me everywhere those couple weeks to charge my phone so that one, I can record my video like this, so that I could upload the content, so that I could do shorts and things like that, the reels. The issue really became, what made it really difficult was the fact that I couldn't use my charging port. As you know, this microphone, for instance, charges into, plugs into the phone through the port, right? The cable to transfer files, like for the most part, that's how I move my files around from my phone to a desktop or laptop. I use a cord. So I couldn't use a cord for that either. So I had to get creative. At one point, I used my wife's phone to shoot this video. And in order to move the video over, I had to use my Google Drive, which was a nightmare, by the way. It ended up working out, but that was hard, man. Just like not being able to stay on my phone to like work on the content, because if I did, it would kill my battery, and I can't let my battery die. Like my phone can't die because, I have a family and I need to be able to be reached in contact. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make sure I kept it charged. So it was like I did what I could in between moments. The next thing was like I reached out to the phone carrier, and they basically told me what I needed to do. I put the claim in. They said that they were going to send me a device. A couple days pass, and the phone comes. It's been about a week now without being able to use my phone regularly. So the phone comes. Turns out the device was defective. Like it turned on, but it was like spinning, like it wouldn't load. I had to like force it off. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't turn off on its own. I had to force it off, and I reached out to them because it wouldn't turn on after that, even if you charged it. Like it was just a bad device. And so I had to contact them, and my wife can vouch for me because she was right there with me. I had to reach out to them and basically say, hey, you sent me a horrible device. It doesn't work. Like I need another one. And so the guy tells me, hey, sorry about that. Ship it in the box that we sent you for for your old device. And then once we get it, you'll be able to go to the store, the actual physical store, and get a replacement device. I was heated because I was like, why couldn't I do that in the first place? Save me some time, right? He sends me an email with the shipping return information. That's what that was. So the next day I dropped it off at the whatever drop off site I needed to take it to. They scanned it. Okay. Now remember, they told me that once it's scanned, I'm good to go to the store. And before I go in, something tells me to just call them first, just so you don't go in looking dumb. And I don't like that. I like to be prepared. I like to know what I'm doing. I like to be precise. Insurance people, the phone people, whoever I needed to talk to people. And I tell them, hey, am I good to go in this store? And they was like, uh, what's going on? They didn't even know. Like, I'm heated now because I'm like, I thought dude left notes. I explain the situation again. I let them know what's going on. The lady tells me, no, you won't be able to go in the store. We'll have to send you another replacement. I'm mad. Dog, I ain't gonna lie, I got mad. I was like, really, y'all? Like, y'all killing me right now. I move on and I have to wait till they send another device. They send the other device. Gratefully, it worked fine. Anyway, I transferred the information from phone to phone. So then I came into another issue. The next issue was, so like, keep up with me. So the first one is I couldn't move files around from my phone to any other device, such as uploading content. Can't work on my phone with content because I kill my battery. I need my battery to live. I get this new device. I'm excited. I'm ready, right? The replacement device is mine. I transfer the information and files from my old phone to the new phone. And the new problem is I have to log into all of my accounts again. Right. Now, I know what you're thinking, Cato, that's so petty. It is. It's dumb. Here's the thing, though. I couldn't log it. Like, Instagram flagged my device, my new device, is saying that it got that I had a new login and it was from a different location than where I'm usually at, somewhere in like Kentucky, which I'm assuming is where the warehouse was where they got my phone, right? Because basically wherever you move around, they ping your phone, GPS, whatever. So like it keeps tabs on where you are, so it knows if you're here and you get a ping in Switzerland that somebody tried to access your account, they'll flag it and think that something is going on, right? Great. That's perfect, except for when it's me and I'm in St. Louis, but I got a new replacement from Kentucky and they think that the person accessing the account is in Kentucky when really it's me in St. Louis. Oh my goodness, y'all, I'm telling you. So I see the email that pops up. Hey, there's a new login for the B.L.A.M.E. Society Instagram account. If this is you, and it tells me like I won't be able to access a lot of the features. I'm like, cool, I'm not tripping off of that. But then I realized, oh, I can't switch between my B.L.A.M.E. Cato account to my B.L.A.M.E. Society account. It logs me out or it says I'm not logged in. And if I try to log in, I get another email saying, hey, so you're trying to access this B.L.A.M.E. Society account. If this is you, you will not be able to access these features. I'm like, bro, what? I decided that I would use the Facebook Meta Suite app that I've had for the business, you know what I mean, to like post. The issue with that is the posts are not very detailed. Like it's not as detailed as it would be if you did a reel by itself on Instagram. You know what I mean? So like you lose a lot of access to some features, unfortunately. Anyway, point is I struggled for several days with that, y'all, and it made it hard for me to like engage with people. So I forgot how I did it or what happened, but I used the internet instead of the actual app to log in, and it emailed the code to my email, and I was able to put that code in. And once I did that, it fixed it. I was like, oh, I was so happy, y'all. If I'm determined enough to get something done, bro, I am going to get it done. The virtual mailbox issue I'm having. All right. So when you get a business, not everybody does this, and that's fine. For me, I wanted a business that was separate from the location of where I live at for many reasons, right? And with that, you get like a virtual office or a virtual mailbox to do that. I've talked about it before, where a piece of mail comes to that address. Whoever's working there, they scan the mail and they notify you. And so you see the mail. You have several options you can do. You can pick it up. You can have it forwarded to you. You can scan and read it. You can have it recycled. You can have it shredded. And depending on what service you ask for, there might be a fee. I haven't had any issues with it for real, because, well, actually I did have one issue, and I'll tell you, but it's out of like, I forgot. But as far as the function goes, it works great. If I see the notification and it looks like something that's important, I opt in to go pick it up. And then when I get a minute, I go pick it up. The issue here now lies that I can't go during business hours. Like you got to go during business hours, which is 9 to 5. And I work in education, so I'll never make it on time. So the loophole is I just got to go during like a lunch hour, right? I got to make time though, because that's important. Hey, well, Cato, why don't you just mail forward it to yourself? For real. There's a small fee associated with that. Switched over all of my accounts and things, or before I switched over my accounts and things, as far as like the debit card, I noticed we had got charged for something from this entity, and I was like, whoa, that's weird. I shouldn't be getting anything. But I opted to get something shredded, and I ended up having to pay a fee for it. So now it's like I'd rather go pick it up. That's free during business hours, or um, get it recycled, which is free, right? Those two services are free. So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to give you an update on that. Um, I don't know if anybody else uses virtual mailboxes. If you do, feel free to like let me know of your experience with those. I've been talking about this for a while now. It's been several months. And the idea was to keep this album listening session small, intimate, personable, and celebrate my day ones, the people who are really like the ones who definitely have been with me for the long haul. And one of the songs on the album is called Day One, which is for my day ones. I'm taking that theme and that concept and attributing that to the supporters that show up and show out for us. You feel me? So um, we hit our goal, man. I shot for 20. Honestly, I did reach out to more than 20. Like I was really pushing to get like 30 to kind of push it. And then I got two more people that signed up. Shout out to Ferris. He was the latest one to sign up, bro. And at like, I'm done. Like I'm not reaching out to nobody else. Like this is it. It's no bad blood. Like I feel it because I knew, I know that if it was a certain way, I would definitely get more people. Right. However, I wanted to make it special. And I feel like my day ones will get that, bro. I have a line in Wait a Minute, and I say, you built a hedge, talking about a hedge fund, never interested because it's all about like not taking risks. Never interested. My day ones, ante up principal investments. You feel me? Like the ones who are there with us from the jump and they're willing to pay the price to see you go where you want to go. And they want to help you get there, bro. You can't put a price on that. I mean, you can, but you really can't. You shouldn't. It's hard. Like the words of somebody saying, I believe in you, verbalized or text message, is a wonderful feeling. And to know that they believe in you and trust you enough to pay a certain amount of money to come see whatever you got for them, bro. To me, that's love. To me, that is love. And for those who did that, I want to make sure that you feel love from me. Shout out to, quite frankly, the GO and your mom, Emmy, and whoever else was the mastermind behind his album listening party. I said it last episode, how one of the things that stood out to me was the digital lyric book. Okay. Now, up until that moment, I had been battling on how I would, one, keep my listeners engaged at my function. And one way I was going to do that was I'm having a worksheet. Like we coming to do some work. Like I really want feedback and criticism. And I want to know what you like and what you don't like about this project. So that's number one. Like we're going to have some papers to fill out. Right. But at the same time, that can be tedious just listening to the music. It's a long album. It's tedious just listening. You need to give them something to follow. And once I saw the lyric book, I was like, that's it. And so we had a conversation. I talked about this too. We had talked about inspiration versus stealing ideas, right? And so I want to just say it out loud that I'm letting y'all know where I got this idea from, because I ain't no thief like that, bro. But I am going to steal like an artist. And if something makes sense for what I'm trying to do, I need to utilize that. It was a dope idea and it just clicked. And I was like, yeah, I need something like this. When I write my rhymes, I usually type them up on my phone or something like that. And then when I'm ready, I move the documents to my Dropbox. And my Dropbox has all my lyrics. So like, I have been dreading, this is hilarious to me. I have been dreading the idea of making sure all of my lyrics are correct so that when we release the project on streaming platforms that you can get the lyrics if you want to look at it while you're listening. And I was dreading that because it would mean that I would have to go through and like literally read and rewrite and check everything, because a rapper, sometimes what I write might not be how it comes out, just because in the moment, in that take, the breath control or the way the syllables are going to fall out, they need to be adjusted. And so I make an adjustment there, but I don't fix it in the ink. And so it's like just more work. So lately I have been taking the time when I record to make sure if I change anything, I change it on the document as well. Like even the choruses, I have to switch up. And so what's going on now is like, because I have this deadline and I have this timeline for this event coming up, it's like I need these lyrics done. So it's like it's giving me motivation to get it done. So like by the time I get done with this and it's time to release this album, the lyrics will be on point so that we can make sure that service is available. Feel me? shout out again to Quite Frankly and to your mom Emmy for sharing that as a tool and an idea to use, man, to keep people engaged for an event like this. I really do appreciate it. I talked about Suburban Pro Studios a couple weeks ago and how I was going to reach out to them. I called on a Saturday. I didn't get an answer. I didn't expect to. I just left a message. If I don't hear from them, I'm going to call them back. But I was just asking them a clarifying question about booking time. And I just told them how many tracks I need to get mastered and whatever. And so we'll see what happens with that. This week, me and Damo had another rehearsal we had scheduled. So we rehearsed at my sister's house. I felt really good about it. What's even better is like afterward, he started playing some of the beats, some of the songs that we have, and it just made me want to rap to him. So I had to pull out my phone. So I had to stop the video and pull up the lyrics so I could rap them. And so we were going through several new songs, and he was recording. So I'm interested to see what that footage looks like, because it's just, I don't know, it's just fun when we get to hang out like that, bro. I think we both benefit from that. You know what I'm saying? It's love. And so with that said, me and Damo rehearse. Hopefully when I'll upload our footage soon, but it'll of course be for the newsletter. I believe that I've decided that the footage for the warehouse is going to be linked to the newsletter this week coming up. So be ready for that. Cause it was a great set, bro. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. It's a great set. And I can't wait to share it with you, but it's only going to be for the newsletter people for now. Like, I'm gonna just keep it 100. Like, that's part of the reason why I have the newsletter. And if you couldn't make it to the show, you might want to see some of the cool stuff we did, bro. And I'm keeping it unedited and unpolished. It's going to be raw. There is a lot of profanity in that video, but we going to put it out there anyway, man. The rehearsal is for St. Louis, which is coming up this weekend, Labor Day weekend. Me and Damo's slot again is the 29th. That's Friday at 4:20 p.m. We hit the main stage. I'm excited for us to do our thing. Like, after the warehouse and after rehearsal, I feel like we'll be all right. And I think we'll rock whoever's there. Like, I'm excited to show out. So make sure you guys come out. After that, don't forget we have September 20th with Richard House Music and the homies at Marshmallow at 7:00. So like, you got chances to see us, bro. I want to say St. Louis is free because I haven't seen anything about ticketing information. I'm pretty sure it might be free. After rehearsal with Damo, I had heard from Ferris that he was performing at CBGB on Saturday, 8/23, and so I was like, bet I'll try my best to come after rehearsal. And so rehearsal ends. He tells me his set is at 10:45. Like, my GPS is telling me I won't get there till 11:05. It's close to a 30-minute drive. And oh my God, I wrote this down, bro. And on top of that, bro, like, police were crazy patrolling out there, man. It was so many cops. It was crazy. Just driving out to the county, I saw cop after cop after cop, lights. But like, I don't know what's going on, but I think we know what's going on. So be safe out there, y'all. Drive, do the speed limit, wear your seatbelt, make good choices, because they will get you. Like, I saw some dude who was getting a DUI test or DWI test. So please, a sobriety test. Dude was getting a sobriety test on the side of the road. So they was out, bro. So please be safe. Make good choices. Be careful, man, because they out here. So anyway, I make it to CBGB. So I go in and I was like, oh snap. He's on right now. I was like, oh snap. So I came in there with such a big smile, cause like, just, I know I look stupid as hell. Like, but I was excited because I was like, I thought I missed it and I didn't. So I got like the last 5-6 minutes of his set, bro. And it was just fire. So the songs he did was Massacre and Talk Yo Ish, SHIT. And we'll be shooting a video to Dreamer soon. And so with that being said, bro, like, make sure y'all go listen to his album again. It came out in February and it's still fire. Like, I listen to it pretty often, actually. And, I got a feature on there. So you should, all the more reason for you to check it out. And so the two songs he did was from that album. It's called Six Man. And I'll have a link below, like I always do. And when you go to Spotify or any of these streaming services, make sure you click on my name. Make sure you follow me, bro. And like the song, save them to a playlist. If you're a streamer, if you don't feel like streaming, make sure you hit up catoofficial.bandcamp.com. That's where you can get most of my catalog. You won't be able to get my features, but you'll be able to get the catalog and 32 weeks, the audio mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And real talk, if you're watching this, that means you either know about my YouTube channel or you're watching me on YouTube, one or the other. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, fam. We made it to 150 subscribers, fam. I'm really excited about that. I want to make sure I share that with you guys. So keep subscribing, share the content, tap in with me, bro. And we're going to go up together. Okay. That's what I was going to say. And say you feel like you don't want to buy any music, or you want to support, you just don't know how else, use my master Linktree link and check out my PayPal. Matter of fact, I'll put a QR code somewhere too. Okay. Feel free to donate, bro, to the Cash App or to the PayPal. Any and everything is helpful and it's not taken for granted. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. It's looking crazy out here. It feels like the dark forces are trying to get in the way. And in those moments, we need to make sure that we are still taking care of ourselves, that we're trying to do the best that we can, and that we support each other. Okay. With that being said, if no one has told you that they love you today, just know that I do. I always will. My name is Cato of B.L.A.M.E. Society. That's Black Liberated Arts Movement and Entertainment Society. I'll see you next week.